one. It's a automatic PO
Hmm.
that is called ME59. Pre-requests are material master. While creating material master, we have to check the automatic PO checkbox, and
Hmm.
then also veteran master also, and PIR is mandatory.
Hmm.
After PIR creation, we have to create a source list. Then we have to assign the source of supply, that is PR.
Hmm.
Then it will automatically create a PO. If we want to create the PO manually, we have to create within 2 minutes after creation of PR. That is, we have to check the per plant, per company code, and per replacement. And we have to execute it.
1 second, I have to correct you. Like within 2 minutes, just in the background, we have made the settings in this practice server. Okay. In a real time, it completely depends upon their business, how they wanted it. Okay. If they wanted to do the automation and all, they will do, or else they have to do the ME59, and by using this T code, I have to create the auto PO only. Okay. Like
Yes,
it's completely depends upon the how the larger business and how their requirement is.
yes,
Don't mention 2 minutes and 3 minutes like that. The here we have changed the settings. Background job
okay,
we have done it. So we have done the background job where we have set the time frame as and within 2 minutes. Okay, this is only for the practice purpose.
yes,
So in interview also don't mention this timeline and everything. So just
okay,
mention after the assign of the source of supply in the purchase requisition, we have to create the auto PO while using the ME59N. Okay.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Usually, automatic PO, as of my experience in the interview, they won't ask this question, automatic PO, but you should be aware about the process, how it's working. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about others? Okay. What is the movement type in the pipeline procurement for the goods issue?
201P.
Okay. What is the payment process in the consignment process and the pipeline procurement?
MRKO.
MRKO.
Okay. So why PIR is mandatory in the consignment and the pipeline procurement?
Because we can maintain our net price over there.
Okay, we can maintain it in a PO also, right?
Yeah, but
Like
PO is
credit
not
score.
mandatory.
Yes.
The material is not storing in our paper. We are going directly to use it.
Okay. So, okay, I'll just start with the return RTP process today. Before that, I'll just ask you a few questions. Okay, what is subsequent credit? Subsequent credit. We have done this one. Manish.
Mm, when we buy material from this customer or like vendor, that time before quality check, if everything will be done like payment process, and then we ask for some quality issue related to price difference between market price and with the customer price. That time we can ask for this extra money back, or that is subsequent credit.
Like I think that is great memo.
Yes. So subsequent credit is nothing but like company is requesting the money from the vendor which is paid an excess. If the company is mistakenly or for any purpose, if they have paid excess amount to the vendor, they will be asking the money back from the vendor. Okay, that is about the subsequent credit. So Harish,
Yes, Manasa.
what is subsequent debit? Subsequent debit.
Like vendor only asking the payment to the like company, if any like changes is there, no, for raw material, the price variances will be there. That time, the vendor is requested to company to pay like.
Like for example, what happened? Like uh, due to market fluctuation or anything, if the money has got changed, anything, if they have not made any contract, that time what will happen? Vendor is going to request the extra money from the company, okay, due to some losses because of market fluctuation. Okay, that is nothing but a subsequent debit. What is credit memo, Sukanya?
I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
There's a network issue in my place right now, so I'm not getting. Ma'am, credit memo is when if a vendor has sent any goods to our premises, but some damages or something has happened,
Hmm.
then the instead of means giving that goods, we can create a credit memo where that vendor can pay, means with the instead of the damaged goods.
Yes, see, we have the two process. Okay, here what happens once we receive the material, if we are getting any damaged products, we can ask the vendor to deliver a good materials. Okay, if he's agreeing, it's fine. If he's not agreeing, what we are going to do is we will be in asking the money back. Okay, whatever the money we have paid already, if he is not able to deliver the good material to the premises, so what we will do, we will ask the money which we have paid excess. Okay, for the damaged also we already paid, right? So we will be asking that amount back to our account. So that is nothing but the credit memo. Company receives the amount from the vendor against the returning of the damaged goods. Done?
Yes.
Okay. So today we will start with the RTP process, that is nothing but the returnable transport packaging. Okay. Does anybody aware about what is RTP process? RTP, returnable transport packaging. The name only suggests returnable transport packaging. Okay, I'll give you one example. Okay. For example, in a home, sorry. So, what happens? Everybody are aware about the gas cylinder, right?
Yes.
So, every month you will be receiving the cylinder from the vendor, right? You will be utilizing the gas. And what about the gas cylinder?
We are using the gas and we are like recycling process. We are sending the gas cylinder to again to vendor like that.
Right? So the main material, for example, gas or oxygen or water, anything if you can take, like a water bottle or anything, or water or anything you can take, oxygen. Oxygen also will be in a gas cylinder only. Okay. So if you take all this example, what will happen in a real time also? We'll receive the gas cylinder. Okay. When we receive the gas cylinder, we utilize the material. I mean to say the gas which is available in the cylinder. Okay. Once we completed by utilizing those gas, so what we are going to do is we are returning that gas cylinder back to the vendor. Okay, this is nothing but the returnable transport packaging. Returnable transport packaging. So how we got the gas from the cylinder, right? Once we utilize this gas, we will be we will be giving back that transport packaging to the vendor. Understood? Just you can take the example of the gas cylinder. So every month we'll be getting the gas cylinder from the vendor. So we'll utilize the gas. Once it's completed, what we are going to do, we'll give back the cylinder to the vendor. Right? This is the same process with every month it will be repeating. Right?
Yes.
Yes. This is nothing but the returnable transport packaging. Whatever the materials, if you are getting through the like in a cylinder, the oxygen and the water or the bottle like this for the transportation, you will be returning that product back to the vendor. That is nothing but the returnable transport packaging. Okay, it is a process where user returns the packaging material to the vendor once utilize the material through the transporting. Example, you can take gas cylinder. Once the cylinder is empty, we will be returning that cylinder to the vendor. Okay, this is the small topic. Just I'll show you. What you have to do is, I'll share my screen first. First, you have to create the material. This is the main material. Okay, main material in the sense for the gas. We have to create the main material for the gas, that is the ROH material type. This is the ROH material type. So again, we have to do the one more material. This is for the RTP process, for the returnable transport processing. Okay, and one more thing you have to observe here, there is a standard material type is there in a SAP where we have to use for the returnable transport packaging, that is the LEIH. Okay, this is for the gas cylinder. While you creating the material, you have to select the material type as an LEIH. This is the standard material type we are using for the returnable transport packaging process. Okay. The second one is normal vendor, take the existing vendor. The third one is purchase order. Purchase order with respect to the main material. And then you have to do the goods receipt. Here also I'll show you. First, what we will do the material master. Like we will create the two material. Okay, one it is for the gas and another it is for the gas cylinder. Okay, for the gas cylinder we are going to use a material type as an LEIH. LEIH is a standard material type which is given by the SAP. Whenever we are going to do the RTP process, you have to select the material type as an LEIH for the for which product we are getting for the from the transportation. Okay, for example, you can take cylinder. We will be getting the gas to the cylinder, right? So you have to take the cylinder in the material type as an LEIH. Then,
Ma'am,
yeah,
as we don't get that LEIH in the material type, so what will be the description?
1 second. I'll just show you now.
Okay.
Returnable packaging, you can see, right?
Okay.
LEIH. This is the standard material type. Okay, first what we will do, first we will create the material for the gas. First we will create the material for the gas, and then we will create the material for the transportation, for that is for the gas cylinder. Okay. ROH. The same thing you have to select. Take the return. Alright, 00. Material for gas. Okay. For example, in a one cylinder, you can take around 10 to 15 kg of the gas is available. Okay, approximately you can take. You can take other examples also. Just I'm giving you a gas. Mention all the details, purchasing group and everything. We have created the material for the gas. Okay. Material for gas. What is the next step? Sukanya?
Cylinder.
Ma'am, material type with LEIH. We have to create material with the
Is for the
packaging.
transportable goods, right? The gas cylinder. So you have to take LEH, click on this, basic data to normal purchasing. Then RM00 gas cylinder. You can take this as an each. For example, for a 10 kg, you can take as an each. Material group is 0.0. And you have to observe one more thing. What is the valuation class here?
3050.
30.
Packaging.
Okay.
30.
This is for the LEH standard SAP standard material type for the returnable transport packaging, and there is the valuation class, and that valuation class is also changed. For example, for ROH there will be a one valuation class, and for HELB like under FERT semi-finished and the finished materials, all we have the separate valuation class, right? So what and all the details and what and all the amounts we are getting, everything will be stored in this valuation class. So okay, if they are using the RTP process, returnable transport packaging, so in a standard they already maintained as an valuation class, that is the 3050. Okay, then just select this one and the normal you have to maintain. Just take this one. This is for the material for gas cylinder, which is the what is the material type I have used here?
EH.
LE.
LEIH.
What is the next step? We have to create the vendor. If you have already the existing vendor, take what I will do. I'll just take from the existing. What is the T code to get the vendors list?
Yeah, Miss 60.
I want the vendors list.
We have to go this is
Sorry?
MKBZ.
Yes. MKVZ. From this purchase organization, what and all the vendors we have created, you can see all this list. If you can create any vendor, or else you can take from the existing vendor. Okay. For example, what I'll do, I'll just go with this vendor 10031. Okay. What is the next step? Purchase.
Purchase order.
Okay, purchase order is with respect to which material have to do the purchase order.
Main material.
Yes. Ration ME21. Yeah. Take the vendor. Stick it in P1 and then complete code, and then take the main material.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
gas cylinder,
Hmm.
it must be full, right? So how can it become a raw material?
Sorry.
Ma'am, gas. If we are booking any gas,
Hmm.
the gas cylinder will be full, right? When we are getting the supply from the vendor, gas
Hmm.
cylinder will be full.
Hmm.
That will be a finished product, right? Means how can be a raw material?
You can take it as an finished product also. While creating the material master, take
Yes.
as an finished product also. Have just used the ROH, you can take the semi-finished or the finished also. I'm just taking an example of the gas cylinder. Yes, I can use the semi-finished material type also, but I have taken the ROH. Okay, you can try with the semi-finished material type.
Okay.
Okay, for example, I can approximately I will take 10 kg the gases, and the net price I'm going to pay is what is the amount we are paying for the gas cylinder. Anybody aware about the amount?
It is fluctuating now currently like 850 or something.
We'll maintain 850 rupees only, and you can pay the. I've just taken one example. Okay, for example, what you can do under the PO quantity, you can mention 100 quantity, 200 kg also. And in the while doing the GR, for example, approximately 10 to 15 kgs will be there in a one gas cylinder, right? There you can mention how many cylinder we are going to return back to the vendor. I've just taken one example, so I'll be maintaining only 10 kg. One gas cylinder, 10 kg. Okay. I just maintained 10 kg and we are going to pay the 850 rupees amount. Then, and then just check this. If you're getting any error, no messages issued during check. Yes, everything is okay. Just save it. So I have done the standard PO. This is with respect to the main material. Then there is a change in the goods receipt. Okay. So vendor is delivering, like vendor is delivered the gas cylinder now. Okay. What I have to do is I have to first receive, right? I have to receive the gas cylinder. The normal goods receipt process. Here there is one change is there. I'll just show you. Take that. So, material for gas 10 kg. Normal moment type 101. So everything is same as it is. Okay. And here under which storage location you are taking the gas cylinder. For example, normal RM00. And then give item, okay, and everything is same. See, what is the moment type when we receive the normal material?
10.
Yes. Okay, so here there is a one changes. Can you see this column? It's filled transport transport equipment.
Yes, months.
Yes. See, what we have to do here, first we are receiving the gas. Okay. So for that we have maintained a standard PO and we got that material for gas from through where have we are receiving the gas cylinder. We are receiving this gas, right? We have to maintain that material in a second line item. Okay, what you have to do is just click this one, transport equipment, maintain from which process you are receiving the material. For example, either in a bottle, either in a cylinder. I have taken as a gas example. For example, if you take an water also, water, how we are receiving? We are receiving to the bottle, right? You have to mention here. Okay, from where, from which material you are receiving it. Material for through gas cylinder, you are receiving the gas, right? Mention that gas cylinder material number here. Okay, enter and quantity. Like for example, I am receiving only like one cylinder. Okay, that is I'm mentioning one. Where to where I'm receiving the gas cylinder to my plant, right? TP10 and to my storage location, I'm receiving this gas cylinder. First, I have to receive, right? I mean to say, to whenever we have booked the gas, we are receiving to our home, right? Only are we receiving only the gas? No, right? We are receiving the gas cylinder where the gas is available, right? You have to mention all those details. Like from gas cylinder, you are receiving to your plant, to your storage location. Okay, and there is no purchase order data. Why? Why there is no purchase order data?
Because we already done purchase order, we are returning the that gas cylinder, right?
Yes. So, from which vendor we are going to receive the gas cylinder? The same vendor, right? Who is delivering the gas? You have to mention that vendor number, and there is yes. Just click this. Okay. What is the moment type you are getting?
501.
See here, what is the stock type here? Special stock. I'll just take this. See here, returnable transport packaging vendor. Understood?
Yes.
Yes. So, what is the movement type when we receive the normal material? When we receive the only gas, we are the normal movement type is 101. That is the standard. Okay, through where we are receiving to the gas cylinder, we are receiving the gas, right? From that time, we will be getting the movement type as an 501 M. M is nothing but the special stock indicator where the here returnable transport package indicate vendor. Understood, right? For the main material for which resource we are using, you will be getting the moment type as an 101, that is for the standard. And from which transportation you are using, like from cylinder, you are buying the gas, right? So for that, whatever the transport, for example, bottles or the cylinder, anything from which transport packaging you are using, gas cylinder, for that you will be getting the moment type as an 501 M when you receive it. Okay, I will mention that also here. GR process, first what we have done, the main material. Okay, that is for the standard, you will be getting the 101. For the RTP material, what is the movement type you will get?
501.
501. What is the special indicator?
M.
M is nothing but
Like RTP for vendor packaging industry. Retail package.
RTP for vendor. This you should be aware about the movement types. Okay, we have received it. Okay, just check it. Okay, somebody have mentioned the delivery note as a mandatory. Just mentioned it as one. Delivery note is nothing but I already told you while we are doing the goods receipt. For example, if the vendor is delivering, like what is delivery note and the bill of lading? I have given these details in the initial days when I have started with the goods receipt.
Domestic.
Sorry,
That is.
Srinivas, your voice is not audible properly.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Delivery note is domestic, that is within India. Bill of lading is out of.
Yes, correct. Just maintain how many delivery note you are receiving. One, just check and then say. Once you're done with this, you have to check the what you have to check. Accounting entries, right?
Yes.
Go to document information. Try document. Yes. What is the accounting entries you are getting?
Yes.
BSX reports.
VSXW, the normal accounting entries you will get, right? So whenever we receive the standard materials, we will be getting the VSX and WRX. So the same thing we will be getting in accounting entries also. The only change is we are doing the RTP process where we are receiving the material through the transport packaging. Like just we'll receive through the cylinder and we will return back that cylinder back to the vendor. Okay, the normal process, whatever we are doing in the ROH, everything will be changed. Everything will be same. Okay, the accounting entries also, for example, how 10 kgs of the gas we have received from one cylinder, we have maintained as an 850 rupees. So it is calculated as an 8,500 rupees. Okay, the normal accounting entries you will get. Did we get the accounting entries for the RTP material also?
No.
Right?
We are not paying for amount for that.
Yes,
Material.
it is a non-valuated material, right? Like where only the quantity we are going to update. Like for example, I have maintained as an like for the gas cylinder, what I have maintained, only one gas cylinder I'm getting from the vendor, right? We are going to maintain only the quantity, how much quantity we are getting from the vendor. We are not going to maintain any value. There is no value updation for the RTP process. Do you remember when we are doing the material master configuration in the OMS tool, like we need to check the quantity and the value update? Anybody remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, quantity and the value update for those for both of the checkbox will be checked whenever we are doing the material master configuration. Okay. For this RTP process, there is no value update will be there. For if you can go and check in LEIH material type, where you can check the quantity and the value update. Okay. There is only the quantity update checkbox will be checked. Value update checkbox is not checked. Okay. There is no accounting entries for the value update. Just we are going to maintain only the quantity, how much quantity we are receiving. For example, if you are going to receive the 100 kg of the gas from, for 100 kg, you can take 10 cylinder you will be receiving from the vendor, right? You can mention from how many cylinder you are getting, either 2, 3, 4, how many quantities you are receiving. For example, for a 20 kg of the gas, you are receiving from 2 cylinder. The same thing, it will repeat. Okay, and you should be aware about the movement types also. And there is no accounting entries for the RTP material, only the standard material. What we are receiving, that you will be getting the accounting entries. Okay, and you have to check the stock overview in MMBA also material. So just check for the RTP material. See, RT packaging 1, right? And what I'll do, I'll just check with the ROH material also. So whenever you're doing, simply check the stock overview. See, we have received through our to our storage location, right? The quantity.
Yes.
So now we have done the, so we have received the cylinder. Okay, we have received the gas through the cylinder. Okay, what is the next step? I have to return back to the cylinder to the vendor, right? Suppose you can take, I have utilized all the gases, whatever is available in the cylinder. So I need to return back to the vendor, right? The cylinder you
Yes.
have to return. So what is the next step I have to do here? I have to I have to issue the cylinder back to the vendor, right? So what I have to do? Just a second. Go to the goods issue and goods issue. Automatically, what is the movement type it came? 502 M. Okay. Give the material. Which material you are going to return to the vendor? Cylinder, right?
Yes.
It's mentioned that. How many quantities you are going to issue it?
1.
Yes. To where? From where you are returning the cylinder?
Repeat.
From your plant, you are going to return to the vendor, right? To whom you are returning? To the same vendor, right? You are returning the cylinder back. You have to mention that now. Everything is same. See? Just notice here. What is the moment type you are getting? 502. Yeah. Whenever you are returning the RTP material to the back to the vendor, you will be getting the movement type as an 502. Yeah. This you should be aware. Okay. Goods issue. Goods issue for RTP material. What is the movement type?
502 M.
502.
502 M.
502 M. While you are receiving the like the RTP material, what is the movement type you will get?
501 moment type.
Yes. So when you are returning back the cylinder to the vendor, you will be getting the movement type as an 502 M. Okay, I'll just ask you one question. I'll just save it. So do I get the accounting entries for this? Tell me, I'll get the accounting entries for this.
No.
No, ma'am.
Why?
We are not paying any amount.
Payment to the gas cylinder. Just we are using that gas and we are returning to the gas cylinder to vendor.
Yes. What we have done, we have received the gas cylinder in the quantity base, like one cylinder we have received, and then we are sending back the cylinder back to the vendor once we utilize the gas. For that, there is no value update. We are not going to pay anything about the cylinder, right? Only for the gas we are going to pay, right? So just I'll check. See, no subsequent document found in accounting. So there is no accounting entries. No accounting entries will generate. Okay. Here for the standard movement type, you will be getting the accounting entries. Accounting entries will generate. What is the accounting entries?
BSX and WRX.
What is BSX, credit or debit? While we are receiving the material to our inventory will increase by
Debit.
BSX debit. Then
WRX credit.
this is the accounting entries you will get. There is no accounting entries for the RTP material, right? Now accounting entries for RTP material. Okay. So what will receive the gas cylinder to the 501M movement type. Already you know where you have to mention all those details. I have shown you the field, right? You have to maintain in that field all the details about the gas cylinder, material, and the quantity and everything. Once you're done with this, you have to issue back the cylinder to the vendor. That time you'll be getting the movement type as and 502M. If you're not getting, just change the movement type. Okay. So what is the next step? We have issued back the cylinder also. What is the next step? We need to do the payment, right, for the vendor. Okay. I'll just maintain the date. Okay, what is the amount we are going to pay to the vendor? 8,500. So tax code you have to mention. What is the tax code I need to maintain here now?
View.
That is a zero tax code. What about in a real time?
It's depend.
Yes. Not everything. The normal IR process where you're doing the same invoice process, you have to do it here. We have paid the vendor. So when are we going to pay the vendor? Once we receive the material, that time only are we going to pay the vendor?
Yes.
Only material I'll receive. I told you in the initial stage, while we are receiving, what is the documents we will get from the vendor? What is the copy we will get from the vendor? I told you to document about the delivery channel and the invoice copy, right?
Yes.
If I receive the delivery channel, I am going to pay the amount to the vendor.
No.
So when we are going to pay the amount?
After invoice.
Yes. So what and all the details will be maintained in the delivery channel?
Like the material and the quantity. Where it's coming from. Where need to go.
The details about the materials, like what and all the materials vendor is delivering, and what and all the other details. For example, the truck and driver details and the which truck he is sending the material. So all those details. So everything he will be maintained in a proper document like an delivery challan. He will send to the company. Okay. The invoice copy. Once we receive the invoice copy, where he will mention all the prices and then the taxes if it's applicable. So all those details will be maintained in the invoice copy. So whenever once we receive the invoice copy only, then we have to do the payment. Okay. If you are receiving the material along with the delivery channel also, you're not going to do the payment until and unless you'll receive the invoice copy. Done. So we have done the invoice process also. Just go to the display and check the accounting entries. What accounting entries you will be getting. Where I have to check the accounting entries? Tell me.
Follow on.
Okay. Yes. For this vendor, we are going to pay the amount and WRS will get consumption. So the same thing, KBS and WRS for the IR. Right? Everything is same. The only changes here is, so while you're doing the material master, you have to create the material for the gas cylinder, and then the vendor is saying the PO is saying while we receiving the goods along with the standard material, you have to do the RTP material also in the checkbox. Once you receive the material from the gas material to the gas cylinder, you have to return that cylinder back to the vendor. For that, you are doing the goods issue for RTP material, where you will be getting the movement type as an 502M. Okay, there is no accounting entries will generate. Once you are returning the gas cylinder to the vendor, so if you get the invoice copy that time only, you can do the IR process. That is the payment process. Okay, here also accounting entries will generate, and that is KBS and then WRS. KBS credit or debit?
Credit.
Yes. KBS credit and WRS debit. Right? WRS debit, WRS credit. This is JR and IR clearing account. This will wiped out, and then BSX debit. Your accounting entries, your inventory will increase, and you are going to pay the amount to the vendor. That is KBS credit. Done. Any doubt here? Yeah.
No doubt.
What about others? Manish, Sukanya, Harish, Monica.
Yes.
Understood the topic?
Yes.
This is about the returnable RTP process, where you will get this and all the, like whenever you get the requirement like this, you have to follow this process. Okay, whenever in the you get the like automatic PO and then pipeline procurement and this RTP process and all, it completely depends on the requirement. Okay. Yes, if you have any questions
Yes.
to this, you can ask. And I told you to prepare for the interview and all the topics we have covered till today. Anyone started? Okay. Tell me about like what are the prerequisites for the quantity contract? Srinivas?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the mandatory things you have to mention in the quantity contract?
Agreement type.
Yes. What is the agreement type you are using for the quantity contract?
MK.
Okay. And then you have to mention the agreement date and then validity date also, right?
Yes, and net price. Net price and target quantity also.
Yes, target quantity you have to mention, and you have to mention the agreement date from validity period, from how long the validity will be there. Either it's a 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, like that. You have to mention the validity period also.
Yes.
Okay, while we are doing the purchase order, anybody have observed about the PB00 and PB XX?
Yes.
Yes, what is PB00 and what is PB XX?
PBXX means net price and PB00 means gross price.
Okay. Uh,
Mansa, I have a question.
yeah, yeah.
While creating pipeline material
Hmm?
in goods issue side, I have to maintain quantity.
Hmm.
So quantity is necessary to maintain because in quantity we cannot to consider it in pipeline material.
It is nothing but the how many liters you are consuming. For example, pipeline materials, what we have taken as an example means electricity, it will come under the unit base, right? Oil and the fuel, everything will be based on the liter. Like the quantity, you can mention it as a liter, how much liter you are consuming. I mean to say how much liter you are receiving from the vendor. For example, 100 liters, 500 liters, 1000 liters. You have to mention the quantity, right? How much the material you are receiving from the vendor and under the pipeline. For example, you can take at sand water also. How many liters of the water you are consuming from the pipeline?
Okay, like if I consume 1,000 liter, then I have to just put 1,000 in, but the meter is like the started is on, like it won't stop meter, like the consumption it won't stop, but I can pay until 1,000 liter, and
Yes.
then the rest of payment or the rest of liter I will pay in the next bill or next anything.
Yes, so whatever the quantity you utilize, like for example, in a MyGo also there is an update in the quantity update, right? Where you have to mention how many quantities you have received, right? In the standard process and all everything, what you have done, like how many, for example, in a purchase order, we have ordered the 10,000 quantity, but while we are receiving the goods, you are receiving only the 5,000 quantity in a standard process. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, the same thing like in pipeline procurement also, whenever you're doing the GR process, like how many liters you are consuming through the pipeline. For example, if you're consuming only the 500 liters, pay only the 500 liters amount.
Okay.
So that is that is necessary. You have to maintain the quantity. How come you will get to know like for how
Yes.
much quantity you are have to pay to the vendor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just we have
It's a
mentioned
we
that
have to just pay payment like partially.
yeah, yeah. Tell me.
That's why we have to pay to enter like partially, like the numbers of bill.
Manish, can you repeat?
uh, that's why we have to pay the payment like partially, like uh, not full payment because we are consuming every day the materials.
Yes. So do you remember? See what we are doing in the standard material type. We have to mention this pipe, and there is no PEO and GR we are maintaining, right? Directly, what we are doing, we are receiving the material through the pipe, right? Under a pipe, we are going to record all the consumption, right?
Yes.
Whatever the material we are going to consume, we need to mention all those things in a MyGo, right? There you can maintain like how many quantities you're consuming. Like while creating the material, also change the unit of measure, like as and liter.
Yes.
Usually, what I have done, so here for every material, I have just taken the kg. The randomly, I'm using the same unit of measure. But while you're maintaining, doing the pipeline procurement, change it as unit of measure as an liter. So that time you'll get to know, like while you're receiving the goods receipt also, it will be come as a liter. So 500 liter or the 1,000 liter you are consuming through the pipe. You are paying only the for the consumptions material. Like if you're consuming 500 liter, you are going to pay only for the 500 liter.
Actually, I created this measurement unit meter cube per hour for the gas.
Hmm?
That time I used yeah, but the thing is they are asking quantity,
Yes, you
and
have.
that's why I have question.
Now you understand.
Yeah, now
What
I got you.
And
Yes,
I
Sukanya?
also got the account means if I'm not selecting the means I'm only selecting the quantity and value both, then there is a issue with the account assignment mandatory for material. This is necessary. Like this also I got an error. So
Actually, yesterday you have shared, right?
no, that's a pipeline material. But during practicing also, in the material master, I have seen if I am not for some material, if I am not means they are not selecting the quantity and the value both.
Yes, you have to check it. Actually, the thing is, so many data are wiped out. Okay. So just cross check. Already you know the configuration part, right, for the material master.
Yes, that's why means,
Yeah,
I
go
have
and
seen
check
for
back in material master configuration for the material type. Whatever the error you are getting, even you can able to solve it from yourself.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If you
I
get
solved, ma'am. That time I saw that if I am means not selecting the value, only the quantity like this gas and this type of, then the error is going. But if I'm selecting the both, then I am getting that error.
yes. Like maybe they have not done the proper settings or the settings as deleted. You have to cross check it. Almost so many data is wiped out. This is the practice server. We don't know like who are all deleting the data and everything. So it's fine. If you're getting like this error, so try to solve it from your end. Like already you learned about the configuration for all the process. If you're not getting, let me know. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Like I have seen that one material with in the material type only. I have seen like this gas cylinder. Like if we are only receiving the quantity, we are not getting the value.
Yes.
And
For
ma'am, yesterday,
for example, see today we have done the RTP process, right? For the RTP process, we have selected the LEIH. LEIH already the backend setting they have done, where they have done the number ranges and the quantity update, everything they have done. They have not checked the value update. The thing is, we are using the RTP process only. We are not going to pay to the vendor the value. Only the quantity we need to mention, right? Already the settings are done. Suppose if you are getting the error in the LEIH, go and check in the material master, that is the MMNR, check the group and check the number ranges, whether the internal number and the external number is properly mentioned or not. If not, try to delete it and redo the number assignment. Okay, already you know the process how you have to assign the number assignment. The same you have to create one group, normal group, and then you have to assign the number assignment and check the quantity and the value update. Okay, don't check value update, just check the quantity update and save it. If you're facing any errors, actually I've solved that error in the morning, like for LEIH there is some errors is coming for the number assignment. I have solved this. So again, if you're getting, try to solve from your end or else let me know.
and ma'am, for the pipeline, I got that message yesterday that valuation will be changed, or I can take the 3,000.
No, pipeline material, let me check. Actually yesterday you have sent the error. I was outside and not able to give the
Okay,
answer
ma'am.
at the time. So let me check with the error. Okay.
Okay. I think it is telling for the valuation class only. Just the error message I have seen, but I am getting only the 3,000 valuation. Means when I am putting 1 lakh in the cost center, I am getting that message.
Okay.
So
Can you send me the error?
yes, ma'am. I think that error only okay, ma'am. I will do.
Yeah. Once you're done with these things, if you're available, later we can connect also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the error I am getting that time is account determination for entry. The means INT, GBB tags, BB are not
Oh,
possible like this.
okay. Okay. That we need to do the settings. I will solve that one now.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Anything else? Harish,
No, ma'am.
Monica, and Shreyas?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. We can wind up for today. So from Monday, we'll be starting the new topics and be prepared for all the questions. So I will ask 5 to 10 minutes. The whole whatever the topics I have solved the question. The thing is, within next 2 weeks, maximum within 15 days, you will be covering all the ACC part. Okay. There is release procedure is left over, account determination, STO process, and some few of the concept will be left over. So I'll be finishing that things. So that's why. So cover all the topics which I've done till today. Okay. And don't waste the time. Yeah. If you have nothing, so you can leave for today.
Manisha,
Yes, Manish.
this MRP comes in or that is different one?
Sorry.
MRP.
Yeah, MRP also we will do. Material requirement planning.
Okay.
That's all the integration with the other modules. PP modules, see, for example, STO integration with the SD module. Okay. MRP integration with the PP. And automatic account determination integration with the FI.
Yes.
We will do it.
Okay.
Yes. If you don't have any questions, you can wind up. Harish, please be online. I have to talk. Sukanya, I
Yeah.
can. If you have any.
Thank you.
Thank you.